Let's break D&D together, this time using the original Player's Handbook for 5e. So what you want to do is take the Hill Dwarf. The reason why the Hill Dwarf is because your Constitution automatically increases by 2. That'll help a lot, because what you want to do with this build is max your con for the hit points. So you want the con to be maxed as much as possible. The other thing that really helps is you have 60 feet of dark vision. You're proficient in quite a few weapons right off the bat. So your number of weapons you're proficient in go way up. Your wisdom score increases by 1, which helps a little, but honestly, that's why if you multi-class into a cleric or a druid, but let's get to the cleric later. So what's a spoiler? And then also you get, this is just in case it happens, you get to double your proficiency in history checks, referring to the origin of stoneworks. So double the proficiency in that. You get and that's all I can think of at the time. Oh yeah, you get proficiency in an artisan tool of your choice. So that can be really good. Another thing is, that's most I can think of right there. And oh yeah, your hit point increases by 1 every level, so you get an extra hit point every level. Then you want to take Draconic Sorcerer. So right away, you're level 1. Your armor class, unarmored, is 13 plus dex. So that can't be done with magic. So that's great. You also get 1 extra hit point per level with Draconic Sorcerer. So right now, right off the bat, you're getting 2 extra hit points per level, in addition to your con modifier, which, if you're lucky, because the dwarf raised your con by 2, you increase 1 extra hit point. So that's at least 3 extra hit points. So if you were lucky at 18, that's going to be 7 extra hit points right there. But if you have to wait a little while to bump it up a little, you can. So there's that. And you also, as a dwarf, you have an advantage against saves against poison and resistance to poison damage. So as a sorcerer, you get Constitution proficiency in Constitution saves. So if someone casts the spell, which I think is called Cloud Kill, which is poison damage, I don't know if you get advantage of that, but you could possibly get advantage of that. You're proficient in con saves. You're automatically resistant to poison damage, so you automatically take half damage. If the DM allows it and you make the save, because the DM trying to make you to make the same save anyways, you could possibly take quarter damage to that. So you want to bump up the con to max, and then you'll be gaining, if you can, so you might still have to be careful, but you need to be able to get the tough feat, which gives you 2 extra hit points per level. So right there, you're getting 1 extra for the Hill Dwarf, 1 extra for the Draconic Sorcerer, 2 extra for the tough feat, and then you want to have a max con, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 extra for the feat with the or for the +5 con. Okay, you following me? So right there, it's an extra what, about 9 hit points, and you want here's the trick. For this campaign to have a sorcerer with more hit points than a barbarian, you have to consider you're taking an average roll instead of a max roll. Just say everyone's taking average, or you roll an average. So you take 4 on your hit die, whereas the barbarian takes 7 on their hit die. So you're getting 13 hit points per level, 4 space, and then 2 for the bonuses for your race and for your class, and then 2 for tough, and then 5 for con. Or something like that. So it's like, so you're gonna, I can't remember this. Sorry. Race, class, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's +7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, +7 automatically. Plus the 4 is 13. You're getting 13 hit points per level on an average roll. Whereas the Barbarian, will, if he has a max con, he or she, could be a girl, a woman. So if they have a max con of +5, they are getting the 5 automatically, and they're getting a 7 on their hit die because of average. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you as a sorcerer are getting 13 hit points per level, and they as a barbarian are getting 12 hit points per level. Now, if you can always multiclass into a cleric, so I would suggest Twilight Domain, so that at just one level, and you get right away you get medium armor, which would be a cleric. But at level 1, you get 300 feet of dark vision, instead of 60. And even if you lose your cleric ability for whatever reason, you then have 60 feet dark vision because of your race. So you have 300 feet of dark vision, and you will have advantage because of Twilight Domain on your. You can also share your 300 feet of dark vision with one other character for an hour. And then you get advantage on your initiative rolls, or you can give it to someone else. But you get advantage on your initiative rolls as you give it to someone else, and they use it. So you'll have advantage on your initiative rolls, and you'll be proficient in medium armor at least. Now the rules are strange. It says at level 1 you gain proficiency in martial weapons and heavy armor. Now, it doesn't say you have to take that level 1 to get that. In the book it is. So, the DM might say because of multi-classing rules you're going to get medium armor, but at the same time it's a special domain. So they may say, okay, you can wear heavy armor. Either way, it's only a 1 point AC difference, and martial weapons, that's about it. But you already have some of those, I believe, from the dwarf, so that's good. So you're getting 1 more hit point per level than a barbarian every time you level up as a sorcerer. And then you can also, as a cleric, because you have a level cleric, you're now a ritual caster, not just a sorcerer, but you now have access to all ritual casting on all of your spells, if the DM will allow, because you do have a ritual caster now. So you have a ritual casting on all your spells, and you have access to all the level 1 cleric spells, and you have some cleric cantrips. You have Fairy Fire and Sleep always prepared. You could do Cure Wounds on yourself as a bonus action with Cooking Spell as a sorcerer meta magic. You could twin spell Cure Wounds on allies. Just Cure Wounds on allies if they need it in the battle. You could Distance Spell Cure Wounds on an ally. Distance Spell heal, Spare the Dying. You could also Twin Spell, of course, Spare Dying. Or you could Twin Spell, Inflict Wounds right off the bat. You inflict wounds, just Twin Spell Inflict Wounds, and do with 1 spell slot and 1 sorcery point. You could do 10 points of damage across 2 targets. And then you just have to get the heck out of there and use your movement speed to get away. But of course, you're getting 13 hit points per level, so you're good. Very good. And you have 19 or 20 base AC, plus magical aid, and shield you can use as a reaction. So you're pretty good. And another thing you can do is twin spell, of course, Guiding Bolt. So Guiding Bolt can be twin spelled, so you can be like, pew! And in that case, you get 46 for each shot, and each shot that hits the next attack on them gets advantage. So if it's you get to shoot at them again. However, if it's an ally, they get advantage. So you can be really helping your party out as a cleric sorcerer. And remember, every sorcerer class you're getting, every sorcerer level sorcerer you're getting, in that case, in that scenario, you gain a little bit more hit points than a barbarian.